Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to this morning movement practice for the metal element. We'll be focusing mostly on the upper body today, the arms and the meridians for the lung and the large intestine. You don't need a yoga mat today. You can be barefoot or wearing shoes. You can be inside or outside. I leave that up to you. See if you come to standing in a way that feels supported, that feels rooted and connected. And then see if you bring your hands to your heart and find a breath. I'm going to call this breath the minimalistic breath. This is a breath where you are breathing so still that you almost feel nothing moving with your breath. And you're breathing so quietly that you almost don't hear your breath at all. The more quiet and the more still you can breathe, the better. So really let your breath be almost invisible and inaudible. Let this minimalistic breathing become part of this practice today. Almost no sound, almost no movement. So really using this minimalistic breath to train your lung capacity as well. So rather than doing these big, heavy breaths, taking really sort of invisible and silent breaths today to challenge ourselves to breathe like a warrior. And then with your next inhale, reach your arms down to the sides and then up over your head. Stretch yourself as long as you can and then lean over towards the right side. See if you turn your face and your heart towards the sky or towards the ceiling if you're indoors, and really lengthen the whole left side of your body. So create a more expansive sense of self. Open the left side of your body. With your next inhale, come back to center. See if you exhale your hands down towards the sides of your body. Inhale them back to your heart. Exhale and release. And then with your next inhale, reach your arms back up over your head. Stretch up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, tip over towards the left side and open up the right side of your body. Stay here and open. And let's just do this one more time to each side. So with your next inhale, come back up to the center. And then as you exhale, tip over to the right side. Extend the left side of your body and breathe into all those little muscles between your ribs. Create more space for your lung. With your next inhale, reach your hands straight up. And as you exhale, lean over to the left. Open up the right side of your body. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, bring your hands slowly down. See if you hold your hands in front of your heart and then turn your fingertips so that they point straight down. So you're making a earth or a Gaia mudra. You can even place your thumbs to touch and keep your index fingers open and really focus your energy down towards the earth. With your next inhale, reach your arms up and forward, bend, bring your hands up and over, exhale your hands down to your heart, turn your fingertips down towards the earth, create energy and connection, and then as you inhale, reach up and over, palms together, bring your hands down, exhale into the earth, inhale as you bring your hands up and over, palms together, bring them down to your heart. Flowing with your energy, flowing with this torus, with your energy body, and just cleaning up your tube, creating space in your hollow bone, connecting with your rhythm. See if you widen your knees a little bit, bring your hands to your hips, and then just twist over towards the left side. See if you can turn so that you're looking behind you, and then as you inhale, come back to the front, bring your hands over to the opposite hips and turn towards the right. See if you look behind you as much as you can, and then see if you do that one more time. So leaning towards the right, coming back to the front, and twisting over to the left. Just giving the inner organs a little bit of a wake up and a massage, and then see if you start just kind of releasing any stuff that's stuck in your shoulders and your upper back. Interlace your fingers, stick your butt back and your hands forward, and then snake your way back up to standing. So as you exhale, bring yourself up. As you inhale, reach your butt to one side and your hands to the other. So you really elongate your spine, open up any little spaces, any little places in your back where it might be a little bit tight or tense. We'll do this a couple more times. Reach forward. See if you open your hands, stay here. This is a sort of leaning forward chair, and then from this chair, start to come up towards a straight chair. Bend forward and bring your hands with you. Flow with it. Do whatever feels good. But see if you're waking up your legs and your shoulders, really being aware that you're moving from your fingertips to your hips. Take a few breaths, slow and deep. Remember, we're trying to breathe invisible and soundless today, so really challenging the lung. See if you interlace your hands behind you and then open your hands over your head. If you can touch the floor with your knuckles, that's amazing. Slowly bring yourself up to standing, and then widen your knees even further. Keep your hands with your fingers pointing inwards, thumbs pointing back over. And then see if you do some twisting here. So bringing your opposite shoulder to the opposite knee. As you do, exhale and pull your belly button in towards your spine. Go from one knee to the other one. Again, keeping your breath as inaudible as possible. And just feeling all those little cobwebs from the night dissolving as you move and breathe. Now keep yourself bent knees and then bring your hands up. And as you exhale, pull your elbows down towards your ribs. So you're really opening up again the back body, releasing any tension, any tightness in your back. The more you pull, the more you activate your muscles. So imagine you're pulling something heavy. And then see if you just bring your elbows forward and back a few times to release the chest. You can stand up, straighten your arms, pull your fingertips apart, and then exhale, bend your knees and sit down a little bit as you pull your elbows down. Call this a goddess pose or a horse position. Nice. Now that everything is warmed up, see if you reach your arms overhead and then start to move in a few big circles to release any last little bit of stuff, stickiness in your back, in your spine. Move in big fluid motions. And then see if you widen your stance a little bit. You can bend your knees, take a big inhale, reach your arms forward and up, and then bend your elbows to really pop your heart up and forward, and then stay here. And again, this minimalistic breathing where it's almost without a sound, almost without any movement, just really opening up the lung and the area around your heart. And then slowly release your arms. See if you bring your arms behind you and grab hold of the opposite elbow. Again, squeezing your shoulder blades together and popping your heart a little bit, just letting a nice posture through your body. And then see if you hold on to one elbow and pull the elbow towards the center of your back. And then grab hold of the opposite elbow and pull that elbow towards the back. So just releasing any stuff in the shoulders. And then holding onto your elbows again, but the opposite arm in front. And we're almost done with our morning session. We've just got one little thing left. So reach your arms out wide like you're making a letter T. And then imagine you're standing in a really small space and you're trying to make the space bigger. So pulling the walls away from you if you have walls around you. Or if there's no walls, then just imagine you're creating space in the air. So you can move your hands up and down. So maybe you're pressing your palms out, maybe you're pressing the back of your hands out, maybe you're pressing your hands forward, maybe you're pressing your hands back. Just see if you move your hands around and notice how that changes the feeling in your shoulders. Whatever you do is absolutely fine, is absolutely perfect. We want to be as open and as loose in the shoulders as possible. So just the last few moments to really feel into your shoulders, into your arms, into your hands. With your next breath, reaching up overhead, and then slowly bringing your hands down to your heart. Taking a few breaths to settle in, coming back to this minimalistic, almost silent breath. And finding gratitude for your body, finding gratitude for your breath, finding gratitude for this morning, for this beautiful, wonderful start to the day. Finding gratitude for ourselves, for showing up to practice, for our bodies, for our minds, for our breaths.